Good evening, everybody. This is John Seville with Acorn Wealth. This is your executive summary for stock setups for tomorrow, for Wednesday, the 11th. Okay, so Incredible Charts is down by the looks of it at the moment. Been waiting for a while for it to come back up. It hasn't come back up, so I'm recording here in a different application tonight, but the mechanics are still the same. So let's have a look here. We've got well, let's first look at the S&P. There we go. Okay, so for the S&P, we have broken open range. Open range yesterday was set, as you can see here. There was the high. And we've got the low here as well. So there's the high, there was the low. I'm still navigating this program, so just have to excuse my lack of dexterity here, but here you can see it has broken. Now we normally look for more than just a 2-point break to give extra confirmation. We broke negatively last month and then tore all the way upside. So we want to make sure we get more than just a few point breaks. So tomorrow's going to be the key, well, tomorrow and the next day, just waiting to get a more confirmed break above the close of today. So if we continue to get that, then we will probably be remaining bullish. So we're still looking at both sides of the market. So I've got, obviously we're following a lot of stocks at the moment. Some of the key mentions of stocks that we're already been following. ADPT, which I hold puts in, has continued to act very bearishly. Big volume today, so really happy with that. So that's ADPT, one that I hold still. AVGO, also one that I hold still. Oops. AVGO. Also looking really good. It has been closing in the bottom half of the range and not really having any kind of real bullish activity with that. And you can see that the Twigs money flow is rallying down and starting to decrease, as you can see here, going into negative territory. If you can just see that on the chart, there we go. Just kind of dropping away into towards the zero line. Okay, so let's have a look now. In terms of a couple of the earnings plays for this week, ones that are notable are Arden, RDEN, one we had talked about as a short last week. This is reporting after market Wednesday, as reported by Finviz. So this has got negative, very negative money flow. You can see the prices have kind of been challenging the same highs, but we've got real negative money flow. So I have had trouble bringing up the option prices here, but I'd basically be looking for possibly $12 or $12.50 puts on that, looking a few months out for expiration. So again, the prices don't seem to be coming up quite properly at the moment, but that's what I'd be looking for. These are so basically like about 2 months out, looking at this kind of around the 12 or 12.50 puts, depending on the option chain there. So with all option plays, we want to buy ourselves a little bit of time. So we're going about 6 weeks to 2 months out. So looking into kind of January puts on these types of things, possibly February even are the expirations, and we're looking for basically just outside of the money. So so looking around $12 here would be ideal. Okay, so Arden is one earnings play. NKTR is another one which has big insider selling. Nectar Therapeutics. This is rallying up into a kind of a choppy type of resistance. They report November 5th after market, so we can watch how that one trades tomorrow. But again, I'd be looking at the same kind of thing, looking at possibly some $12, even maybe $13 puts, depending on where the stock rallies to, if it rallies tomorrow. LGF is the last one on the short side. This one reports November 9th aftermarket, but significant divergence on the money flow. You can see that's trending strongly to the downside and looking like it's definitely kind of gone negative now. And that trend has been negative the whole way through this growth system. So that's starting to break down, has moved down against the market strength over this last week, which is very encouraging. On the upside, VRNS looks really good. This is they report earnings aftermarket on the 5th, and looking like some solid stock movement here. So I'd be looking at looking out to kind of even May or June, looking at that long dated options, looking at kind of $16 calls, $17 calls are the ones that I'd look for, and this has a potential of getting right back up into some positive territory. It's had a big shot down, so could have a chance of recouping up to as much as as this price here around 1930. So my first target on that would be looking kind of at this 1903 mark, but that looks solid as a potential options play on earnings. CSTM, possible stock play to the long side, has just broken out of just trying to break out of some key resistance. If we have a look at its this recent trend line, you can see that we had basically a channel here. Just clone that. There we go. Kind of this downward channel that's broken out to. So I would wait for a pullback. I look for a pullback to around that 473, 475 mark. But that could be a. Let's have a look at the low of that candle. So we're going to get some support in around here actually. Oops. So I'd even look at 486, kind of the open of that candle. And then for rally potential, I mean that could rally at least up into its moving average here at just under $6. So we'd be looking at, where's that, 574. So looking at 574 as a possible target from 486. So that's giving us 90 cents, which is over 20%. Or just around 20%. So that could be a possible long. I'd like to look at where the low of tomorrow's candle would be in terms of setting a stop loss. But that, of course, has earnings on the forecast for the 5th. So this would be something where I'd be utilizing options as the way to play it, and looking at kind of the $5 calls or $6 calls, again dated out at least a few months. And ZFGN is the last one. Oops. These report November 10th aftermarket, and you can see that just starting to push up. So this is still probably a bit of a wait and see, but I mean if it can break through 1170, this could have a possible running all the way up to 2074. So I'd be looking at the option chain on this as well. But this one's a little bit early. We're going to wait to see if it can break through these moving averages. But so there's the three stocks to watch on both the long and the short side, all with earnings coming soon. And of course, otherwise we'll be watching the market closely for other big movers. With that, have a great evening, happy trading, and we'll see you in the executive summary tomorrow.